Alpine's Hemp Company. Gummies, seltzers, syrups, and more. Treat yourself to the best.
Good evening and welcome into the Friday edition of the WHKY News. I'm Ralph Mangum and today is Friday, November 8. You can watch the WHKY News every weekday on over-the-air TV on channel 14.2 and on the Compass, SkyBest, Vibrant, TDS, and Comporium cable systems. If you prefer, you can watch us online at WHKY.com and on our YouTube channel. In today's top stories, the district attorney stopped by the WHKY studios where Rob Eastwood had the chance to get our monthly update for November.
And joining us as he does each month here on WHKY News is Scott Reilly, the district attorney for the 36th prosecutorial district, that is Caldwell, Burke, Catawba counties. Thank you so much for coming in. I know you stay busy this time of year.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Yes, I know it wasn't an election cycle for you, but your office stays busy no matter what. And a lot going on, but we're going to start off. We're going to talk about someone who you wanted to honor, who is actually retiring.
Yes, Judge Greg Hayes has been a Superior Court judge for 16 years. He's been a judge for 32, and he retired at the end of October. And I just want to say we'll miss him greatly. He has excellent sound judgment, courteous and respectful to all. Has tried hundreds, if not thousands, of cases during his career. A personal friend. I actually took his spot in the DA's office when he left the district attorney's office back in 1989.
Oh, wow.
So our careers have kind of followed each other. We've had children at the same time, and I'll really miss Judge Hayes, and he's welcome back anytime. I hope he comes back to be a visiting judge. But congratulations to Judge Hayes on a very well-deserved retirement.
There was an unusual case, and you have an update for us, where an individual literally left during their own trial.
Exactly. In Burke County, we talked about it. The trial was just starting. He was being tried, William Brawley, being tried for a Tier 3 trafficking. Tier 3 is the highest tier that we have, with a mandatory sentence of at least 19 and a half years. And he had two charges, a Tier 3 and a Tier 1 trafficking. Unfortunately, during the middle of his trial, Mr. Brawley did not come back after a scheduled break. The trial continued, which it can continue, and he was convicted, although he wasn't there when the jury came back. Several months later, he was found and apprehended. That's the update I want to talk about. He was apprehended in the state of Tennessee, and we obtained a governor's warrant and just extradited him back from the state of Tennessee, and his sentencing will now be set for December 9th. He is currently in the Burke County Jail.
Well, thank you so much for the update. A lot of great things going on in the community and at the DA's office, and I know you'll be checking in with us again in December. It's hard to believe we're coming to the end of the year already.
I look forward to it. If I don't see you, happy Thanksgiving.
Well, same to you. Thank you. District Attorney Scott Reilly, who joins us each month with his update from the DA's office here on WHKY News.
The full version of Rob's conversation with Scott Reilly is available on the WHKY YouTube channel. We are grateful to the district attorney for his time, as always. WHKY's Arianna Mack has information on a secret peeping case in Iredell County.
The Mooresville Police Department held a news conference Thursday on November 7th regarding the November 2nd arrest of 49-year-old Jeremy Michael Whitworth of Mooresville. He was charged with one count of felony secret peeping. Based on electronic evidence gathered during the investigation, Mooresville police detectives have reason to believe additional incidents have occurred. These include public filming in stores and areas such as restrooms. The incidents may have occurred dating back more than 15 years. Officials ask anyone who may have contracted electrical work with Whitworth or who experienced an abnormal encounter with him in public to contact Detective Crow at 704-658-9021. I'm Arianna Mack for WHKY.
Thank you, Arianna. Free disaster-related legal counseling, assistance, and referrals are available for eligible North Carolina homeowners and renters in disaster-designated counties as they recover from Tropical Storm Helene. Residents do not need to apply for FEMA assistance to receive disaster legal services. Individuals who lack the means to secure adequate legal services can receive confidential, free legal assistance. Typical services include assistance with insurance policies and claims, foreclosure and mortgage issues, home repair contracts and contractors, landlord-tenant disputes, document replacement, government benefits information, FEMA appeals, and fraud. Disaster legal services attorneys are volunteers and are not FEMA employees. The service is a partnership between the North Carolina Bar Association, the North Carolina Bar Foundation, Legal Aid of North Carolina, the American Bar Association Young Lawyers Division, and FEMA. For legal assistance, call 1-866-219-5262 and dial 2657. The toll-free hotline is available from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. on weekdays. More information is available at legalaidnc.org/disaster. Traffic may be flowing in both directions on Interstate 40 through the Pigeon River Gorge by New Year's Day. North Carolina Department of Transportation officials anticipate a contractor completing a stabilization project securing I-40's westbound lanes in the gorge. The Pigeon River washed away the interstate's eastbound lanes in 4 long sections during the immediate aftermath of Hurricane Helene. The completion of the stabilization project will provide enough space for vehicles to travel at 40 miles per hour on one lane in each direction over a 9-mile stretch of the gorge in Tennessee and North Carolina. That configuration will also provide another contractor enough room to safely complete long-term repairs over the coming years. You can read much more about that at WHKY.com. In today's crime report, Rob has the Iredell County Most Wanted list. Arianna has arrests from Catawba County and Lenore, and I have a couple of HPD arrests. In local sports today, Jason has the high school football playoff brackets, plus App State field hockey and football. In community focus, Arianna has the latest from FEMA on storm recovery efforts here in Catawba County, and Rob has news regarding Highway 105 in Catawba and Iredell counties. Mid to upper 70s today under partly cloudy skies. Cooler over the weekend with highs tomorrow in the upper 60s and then only in the upper 50s Sunday. Also a 40% chance of rain Sunday. Back in the 70s Monday and Tuesday with a decent chance of rain Monday. Back in the 60s Wednesday and throughout the rest of next week. Some chilly nights next week as well with lows in the 40s starting Monday night. Go to WHKY.com where you will always find an up-to-date weather forecast. I'm Ralph Mangum. You are watching the WHKY News.